Hello. I'm gonna begin with I'm gonna read like maybe 3 or 4 poems for y'all. This is a poem about how I'm just so confused about everything going on in our world right now. I actually don't even know really what this poem's quite about, but I think it's about that. And it's also about how sometimes I miss my ex. So that too. It's called Present in All Things. In New York, summer sank into us like a hot tire, and winters cut deep so we'd walk arm in arm for a cup of warmth, our faces wrapped in snow. Now I live in a seasonless city, and I don't know where I am, or how, or what month. My grandmother who's dead is telling me stories, and my sister's saying I'm going to die young. And last night I yelled at a cop in West Oakland while his partner looked on, my tremulous rage spiking the air around us with burnt cinnamon. What I mean to say is I'm living. What I mean to say is sometimes I can taste my own madness, and I don't mind it, and I miss you, and I'm alive. When explaining immanence to my students, I say immanence means everything is both sacred and equal at the same time. Do you know how revolutionary this is? History teaches us otherwise. History has taught you to tie a black ribbon tight around your throat and try singing, and to do this every morning and call it good. Do you remember the tipping hill town we passed on our drive to the coast? The one with the dusk light cut from a vein, and the warm bread at midnight, and a dependable landline, but no hot water and no spare devices for cooling. In my dreams, we arrive there and we park the car forever. Then we sit like 2 children at the top of a stopped Ferris wheel, and we tell each other everything. Thanks. Yeah, you can clap or not clap, whatever you feel like doing. Here's a new poem. This is sort of in line with the theme of bearing environmental witness and sort of about, I grew up in Fresno, Central Valley, and my grandmother recently passed away, and so this is sort of a poem for her, written from my mom, but about my grandmother, and sort of also talking about the drought. And it's called River Through. Mother, if you let me, I'll lay down with you tonight. Your own mother dead, your brother long gone, your other brother praising your eyesight and your long-stemmed intentions making gardens happen. In the broken and choking California Valley, reservoirs sink into themselves. Ghost waters rain over unblossomed orchards, stones stand watch over souls. We bury her body. Wind aches to be sung through us, sunlight catches the rose tips near the silver casket. You call out the scriptures like a child again. We are children again. We call her for her spirit, and she comes. We cry without crying, and she comes. We were circling the body of a living saint, though how could we have known it? She kept watch over us the whole of our lives like a standing river. Now Lee's in the kitchen, and Stella's in the garden, and Father's planting funeral flowers where nothing was. Mother, if you let me, I'll lay down with you tonight. I'll summon my body to meet your body. We'll water the breathable world with the bravery of our grief. We are bodies of water. We are one body of water. We river through. And what else? Here's a poem written from the point of view of a stone, kind of going it's a persona poem written from the point of view of a stone I found at Manzanar. I'm Japanese American and Korean American, and my Japanese American grandparents were incarcerated in Gila River, and that's how they met, was in the camps. This is called Stone in the Desert Camp, 1942. Between the Turtle Rock and the Crane Rock, the children found me, and I was shining and smooth and silent about my secrets. One day above me, men with bony shoulders came and built the barracks. Then I couldn't see the sky for the rising camps, and I couldn't feel the winds whipping between the ranges, and I couldn't see the ranges. After a short time, voices moved in and I heard singing. Months later, dancing. But mostly what caught me was the quiet, concentrated chatter of elders, how long before a working stove. How to make a garden in this cradle of limestone, how to coax a stream from the highest of peaks and the freest of nations. In this nation we sought for the blinding. Some days no one heard the tears, but I felt them. They coated me like evidence of a prior sea. I thought this must be how the humans felt when the rains broke above them every 200 days and the waters, for once, didn't leak through their roofs, and they were happy. And I'll just close, thank you. I'll close with a short poem. Poem without, first it was called Poem Without Certain Ending, and now it's called Beauty, I think. So thank you for coming today, thank you for listening, and thank you to Quiet Lightning for having us. Beauty, as in testimony, as in the redwoods hold me without touching me, as in loss upon loss whittles down the heartstock till it stands in the field and shines, as in mother, as in womb, as in fever dawn and fresh mountain, the dark red of fire season and the dew, as in some seeds only open for the great fires, as in first love and Fresno heat and the cities of my youth burning in my mind like top-spinning flames in the grape fields, as in singing, as in spirit stand watch without watching, as in something in the midnight is always watching, as in the heart in me alone in its love light and burning and making its way with its little cup of energy toward what great undoing. Beauty is a summons, as in the poem when it blooms in me, as in the windows of my life are open. Thank you.